Hello guys and welcome. We are still continuing with our overview videos of the Cesim business simulation. Today we are tackling on the finance page, and in this page teams will manage the company liquidity, capital structure and dividend policy. If you look at your screen, I have two graphs. So let me start with the international treasury management. This is the first graph that you should check on your simulation under the finance section. It will help in telling you how your finance position is in terms of cash, long-term debt and short-term debt. If I could use United States as an example, I have my cash position of 765.5 million. My cash position in Asia is 858.7 million. So this is in terms of million. That's why you normally see they normally put this 1,000 sign. Then my short-term position in Europe is 440.9 million. So if we move down, I have my parent company financial decision. So my long-term debt, under my long-term debt, this is where I'll take long-term debt. And let's say I run short of cash and I want to obtain cash, I'll take my long-term debt. So I'll come here. If I want to get the money, I'll put here a positive value. And let's say if I want to pay the money, I'll put here a negative value. So if you move down, I have my short-term debt. Again, is in terms of 1,000. So the short-term debt last round, it's 6,341,000. So I'll have to pay it. New short-term debt taken. Since I've finished the simulation, I don't need any short-term debt. Again, we have premium for short-term debt here, which is in terms of percentage. Mine was 1.0%. Now, the most I could borrow in the long-term debt is 1 million. I could not, in any given round, I could not borrow more than 1 million. This is the maximum loan limit in each round. So, interest rates, and we see that due to various marketing factors, the interest rates in the various regions differ. That's why you see if you take a long-term loan in the USA, they'll charge you an interest rate of 10.3%. In Asia, for a short-term loan is 12.9%. In Europe, for short-term debt, it's 11.8%. So you should put in mind the interest rates because they'll differ. Down here, we have the share capital. Here is when you issue shares, you can have your share buyback and dividends. And if you want to obtain funds, what you can do is you can obtain the funds by issuing shares. This will give you a more cash in hand or a more cash on hand if you issue shares, because you'll have some enough capital to run your company. So we have the number of shares outstanding, which is you can see the value 30,000 here. Shares issued, I've not issued any share yet. Now the issue price of my share is $87.19. Share buyback, I've not bought back my shares. The buyback price, I still don't have it. The buyback price is 87.19. The dividend payment, I've not yet issued some dividend. Now, if I want to increase my selling price, so let's say I want to increase the selling price of my shares, or my share price, or the ranking of my shares, what I could do is I repurchase shares and I issue some dividends. So let's move up here. We have the internal loans. This is a place that will give us, or will enable us to allocate funds between regions, which is very important. So if I want to, let's say I want to get money from USA to give it to Asia, I'll put here a positive value. So meaning money is moving from the United States to Asia. Now, if I want to move money from Asia to the United States, I'll put here a negative value. That's why you are seeing this sign. I have a negative sign here and I have a positive sign here. Then if I want to move money from USA to Europe, so let's say that that's as a loan, I'll put here a positive value. Now, since I put here a negative value, money was moving from Europe to Asia. And you should know that short-term debt is very expensive because it is paid in a year. Now, if you want to transfer USA to Europe, that's why I've said that from USA to Europe, you put here a positive value. So let's go back. Let's move down. You have the parent company cash flow statement. Now, you should note that operating on a loss will decrease my buyback price for my shares. So I should ensure that I'm operating my company on a profit basis. We have the parent company, the cash provided by operating activities. Operating profit before depreciation is ahead 89 million. Change in receivables, you can see the values here. The net financing expenses, the income taxes, the total, cash provided by investments. If you just move down, you have the dividends here. The dividends received from subsidiaries. I think that's it. So thank you. Let's meet in another video.